everybody. I just wanted to share some quick information with you about Symbaloo so that you understood how valuable a tool it can be. This is the Symbaloo that I use. It's my home web mix. So you can see that I have a lot of resources here that are lined up and color-coded so that I can get to them quickly. So it's an invaluable tool for me as a teacher. I can also have several web mixes. So as I do research, for example, on classroom management, let's say, I just make these tiles and bookmark the different videos and other resources that I found online so that I can go back and explore them again to incorporate into a course or for my own edification, or maybe there are some here that I have rejected, but I didn't want to lose as I was doing the research to find those sources. So even though you don't have to write a research paper for EPI, as you look for resources and lesson plans and other materials online in EPI and as a teacher, this is a great way to bookmark them. Later on, if you decide you don't need them anymore, you can completely delete your web mix so that it's out of your way. I don't make these public, they're just private and they're for my use. Another really cool feature is that there's a searchable gallery of web mixes that other people have made. So using the tab to the left, if you find the gallery button, you can search the gallery and find some useful web mixes that other people have already made so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And there are teachers using these with students. So let's just look for the search term Shakespeare. And you can see that there are several web mixes that have been created. Let's just take a look at these first two. I think they're the most interesting. This is one that was created by high school students and teachers at a particular high school. I think that's probably either the teacher's name, Delaney, or the high school's name. But you can see that they lined up all these wonderful resources about Shakespeare. So as the students are working through assignments on Shakespeare, they are jumping to this web mix and using it to access the resources. So no excuses about I couldn't find it, I didn't know where it was, I forgot to note the URL, or I saved it on my other computer, or it was on my phone and it wasn't on my iPad. This is always accessible as long as you can get on the internet. Of course, there's an app for phones, there's an app for tablets as well. So a very useful tool. And again, you want to allow students to add things to these. So as you work and they find things that they find are really valuable or were really helpful to them, they could go ahead and add them. So you can start out with just a few resources, and then one of the assignments could be that your students find a resource that has something to do with the topic or the theme that you're studying, and let them add that resource. So you can build these so that they look like treasure hunts, where the students have to, of course these have too many tiles to be a treasure hunt, but where there's just a few tiles and the students have to search through the tiles to find clues as to what they're supposed to do next. There's an awful lot of things that you can do, and even very young students can master adding the tiles. They have the ability, they understand technology very, very easily, even at a very young age. They just really get it because they're visual learners, and all of this, of course, is so visual. Okay, so just a quick little insight into how I'm using Symbaloo, and I'm hoping that you find it useful as well.